What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mel for another classic review, and also a happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing well as well. And it's been a while, I tell you what. It says October. But I'm doing a little treat for you, so I'll be doing like maybe a couple of reviews for this Thanksgiving. And I want to start with a certain fat cat who loves to eat. That's right. This is Garfield's Thanksgiving. First came out November 2nd of 1989 and was actually the 10th of 12 Garfield television specials made between 1982 until 1991. And this actually was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award of that same year for Outstanding Animated Programming. But before we begin, did you subscribe, hit the bell? If so, let's dig in, shall we? So, of course, oh boy. So, Garfield checks the calendar date one morning and discovers his worst nightmare. No, it's not what you think. Yes, he hates vets. Who doesn't? Of course, to make sure that John might forget, Garfield removes the date, hoping he forgets. But of course, he knows tomorrow's Thanksgiving, which of course demands John to buy food for the Thanksgiving dinner. Of course, he agrees, but takes Garfield to the vet on their way home from the supermarket, which he thought John was that dumb, but remember, guess who's checking out the appointment? Liz. So yeah. It was with another doctor, he'll forget. But Liz, soup! Yeah. Well, at the vet, Liz examines Garfield, which of course give her a diagnostic. Garfield is healthy as a horse. But of course, out of concern of his weight, she put the cat on a strict diet, which of course, to Garfield's dismay. Of course, John being John's friends to suffocate his way through the rest of the visit until Liz says she'll go out with him. When John and Garfield simultaneously faint, an exasperated Liz agrees to the date out of annoyance, and John invites her to his house for Thanksgiving dinner. Jesus Christ. You're that hard for that woman, ain't you, boy? Whew. Okay, of course, back home, John's excited for the dinner that Liz is coming over, but Garfield is miserable at being put on a diet. After eating half a leaf of lettuce for lunch, Garfield tries to raid the refrigerator, but is prevented by Odie, who John assigned to make sure that Garfield doesn't try to cheat his diet. Later, Garfield weighs himself on a talking weight scale and destroys it because the scale compared him to Orson Welles. Seriously. I think Orson Welles weighs more heavier than Garfield because by height and weight difference, you can easily pick up Garfield and yeet him. Orson Welles, you need a catapult. A jet power catapult. Yeah. And of course, it's repeatedly foiled by Odie when he tries to steal cookies, flour, salt, flour? The fuck? And sugar, which Garfield then wonders if the lack of food is making him hallucinate. Literally, every time he opens one of the jars, Odie pops his head out, blowing the whistle, which is a way of telling John, hey, this fat bastard cheated on his diet. Yeah, literally. Of course, next morning, Garfield is grumpier than usual, but John pays no mind as he begins preparing the Thanksgiving meal. However, he doesn't have a clue how to prepare such a dinner and he forgot to thaw the turkey and leave enough time to thoroughly cook it. Thus tries to compensate by raising the oven temperature from 325 to 500 degrees. Ignoring the stuffing when told to rub the skin with butter. Instead, he rubs it on his own skin and throws all the vegetables in a pile of water on the stove, into which Garfield attempts to sabotage the vegetables by adding garlic powder. John shaves, picks the stew just in time for Liz to show up, until she knows he's not wearing pants. Well, John, you want to go straight to dessert, ain't you, boy? Jesus Christ. As John leaves to check the meal, Liz spends some time with Garfield, casually listing some of the symptoms of excess dieting, some of which he experienced, like irritability and fatigue, and others he might fake, like dementia and twitches. She concludes that since Garfield is otherwise healthy, he instead may not only need some light exercise. Because of that, Garfield kisses her in delight. In the kitchen, John is faced with a still frozen turkey and Mr. Veep intends to cook a dinner. So Garfield had an idea. Why not call Grandma? Then, of course, Garfield just plays charades like, first was a record that John's grandma loves. Then was a sweater. Then is Grandma's photo, which, of course, he'll call Grandma. And he thanks himself for the idea, not Garfield. Literally. Seconds later, she shows up in her motorcycle. And of course, she kicks John out of the kitchen and leaves her and Garfield to cook the dinner. While John distracts Liz by giving her a history lesson on Thanksgiving, which of course she falls asleep. Grandma proceeds to cook the meal. She cuts the stove-roast turkey in slices with a chainsaw. Hell yeah! Adds white sauce, then batters, and deep fries the slices into croquettes. After which she prepares sweet potatoes by covering with butter, brown sugar, and marshmallows, finishing with split-second cranberry sauce from the can and pumpkin pie. Once everything's ready, Grandma tells Garfield that Liz couldn't have found a better man than John. And she says this, and that she better not blow it. Whoo! If you meet an old lady that can cut a turkey with a chainsaw, you better be sure you treat that man with respect. If you don't, Granny's coming for your ass. And then asks Garfield to eat a piece of pie for her as she leaves. Soon, Garfield tells John and Liz that everything's ready, and they all proceed into the dinner room to eat, which they are awed when they see the dinner table looks beautiful. Afterwards, Liz declares that it was a wonderful meal and agrees to come back next year. Then thanks John for inviting her with a kiss on the cheek. Once Liz leaves, John, Garfield, and Odie declare it was a great day and they're thankful for Grandma. You better be. You better respect Grandma's cookie. If you don't, she's gonna get you. With the chainsaw. They decide to head out for a walk to work off the meal, but of course, Odie being too bloated from overeating to get off the couch, John immediately puts Odie on the diet, and as a Uno reverse card, Garfield assumes the persona of the drill sergeant and gleefully torments Odie into doing push-ups as payback from yesterday. Oh my god. And that was a good episode. As for the voice cast, Lorenzo Music returns as Garfield, Thom Hughes as John Arbuckle, Greg Berger as Odie, Julie Payne as Liz, and Pat Carroll as Grandma, which, man, we miss you, Pat Carroll. The those who are new to it don't know. If you guys been living under the cave, damn. What the hell? If you don't know, Pat Carroll, aka Ursula, the Sea Witch from The Little Mermaid, is an icon. Just like June Foray, let's just say she has her own way. When you hear her like talking in these specials, that's not her acting. That's her actual voice, her normal voice, like that. Which is that was more awesome. And she does that to everything, not just to this, including... Okay, have you seen Pound Puppies? She voiced the evil ant. You know which one. the evil ant who's in charge of the pound. You know, the one we hate. But yeah. But there's some differences between the cartoon special and the book. In the book, which of course retains the original title, but deviates in following ways. 1. Odie and the Scale are not involved in Garfield's torment, and John, too deliriously happy about having Liz over for Thanksgiving dinner, is ignorant to the fact that Garfield is in misery. Garfield is also weak and suffers from insomnia, resulting in sleepless nights. Garfield does more, even worse things to sabotage John as payback for not being able to enjoy the meal, adding dish detergent to the vegetables and salt to the pumpkin pie, slightly adding with the latter that the devil is making him do this. When Garfield sees the ruined food after he is taken off the diet, he declares, "What have I done?" More of John's ruined Thanksgiving dinner is shown. In the end, the turkey is not full, the sabotaged vegetables are bubbling in detergent, and the pie he made is burnt. John also the one who decided to call Grandma without needing Garfield to offer the idea. At the end, there is no mention of any new diets. Odie and Garfield simply sit comfortably with full bellies as John sees Liz out the door, and the three agree anonymously that they have Grandma to thank for. Of course, you have to thank her. If you don't, she'll be slicing your heads off and stuffing you as turkeys. Damn. Oh boy. But yeah, for the productions, it was created by Jim Davis, written by Jim Davis along with Kim Campbell, original music by Ed Bogus and Desiree Goyette, produced by and directed by Phil Roman, and recording engineer Gary Clayton. As for the music, there's only two. The first one being Make Thanksgiving One Whole Meal, which is sung by Lou Rawls, which is the one Garfield excited when the opening title shows up. And It's a Quiet Celebration is the one where Garfield tells John that the meal is ready. And when they walk to the dining room, they see this, and we have this quiet, nice, slow scene where everybody's enjoying a nice Thanksgiving dinner, which is this music comes around. And to tell you the truth, this is a good episode. I tell you what, I saw this on DVD, which is the holiday specials. It includes the Christmas one and the Halloween one. I seen all three, which, it concludes my Garfield holiday specials, because the first one I did was the Halloween one, then was the Christmas one, now I'm doing the Thanksgiving one. Yeah, but I'll tell you the truth, this was a good episode, and I recommend this if you want to see a good Thanksgiving cartoon special. I'm talking about the good ones, like the old days. It would be this one, Charlie Brown. I might count regular shows one because it's pretty good as well. I don't know if there are any others. Let me know in the comments down below if there are any other cartoon specials featuring about Thanksgiving. But yeah. And no, I just checked. I don't know if NNA did a Thanksgiving one. With those guys, oh boy. You see what they did on Christmas. Ooh. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of Garfield's Thanksgiving. Did you watch this? Was it on TV? Or you own the DVD? If so, comment down below. Did you enjoy it? What was your favorite scene? Or you own the book, which is the adaptation with the bit of changes here and there. But until then, if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, hit the bell, like this video. And also, our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers, or at least 500k. Until then, have a great day, everybody. Have a nice Thanksgiving. Stay safe. Peace out. See you next time.